Namaskar, welcome to Cell Biology series. This is episode 5, part 2. I am Dr. Kalpna Rakholiya. Today we are going to discuss very important topic, that is overview of cell organelles. In episode 4, we discuss some cell organelles. Remaining cell organelles we are going to discuss in episode number 5. So let's start today's topic. So in that lecture we quickly revise what are the cell organelles, which types of organelles we are going to cover. So this is cell membrane, cell wall, chloroplast, mitochondria, centrosome and centrioles, and cytoskeleton. Right? We discussed these organelles with their structure and function. Let us quickly revise what are the cell organelles. So we already discussed cell organelles are very specialized structure which are present inside the cell, and it will perform a specific function, and that is necessary for cell survival. So this is the quickly revise which organelles we are going to cover this today. So mitochondria, chloroplast, right? Then centrosome, centrioles. Cytoplasma is not organelles, so all organelles are present into the cytoplasma. So today we also cover this topic, cytoplasma, right? So mitochondria. Let's start in detail uh, different organelles. So first, today we are looking about the mitochondria. So what is mitochondria? What is the structure of the mitochondria? So this is the structure of the mitochondria. This structure is a double layer structure. So we already discussed in some exam it will may ask which organelles contain the double membrane structure. So answer is mitochondria, as well as chloroplast, nucleus. These all organelles are made up of double membrane structure. So mitochondria have a two membrane structure. This is outer membrane structure. Inside there is a inner membrane structure. Between outer and inner membrane structure there is a intermembrane space. This space is called as a intermembrane space. Inside the inner membrane structure there is a matrix is present, and this inner membrane is once again folded in a very small villi like a structure. So these are called as a cristae, right? And this is the inner membranes. When we zoom the inner membrane structure, how it looks like a this is the inner membrane structure. So in between there's a like a lipid bilayer structure. Here also bilayer structure, inner membrane structure is present. Inside this inner membrane structure there is, we all know, okay, like a outer membrane there is a protein is present. Here the which kind of protein is present? ATP synthetase molecules is present, one kind of enzyme that is required to conversion of the into the ATP in electron transport chain structure. When we look at the matrix, which subcellular organelles is present, so it contains the mitochondrial DNA, and that mitochondrial DNA is circular DNA, double stranded DNA. Inside matrix ribosome is also present, while in cell ribosome in the cytoplasma the cell contain the 80s ribosome in case of eukaryotic, while in case of mitochondria also has a is a O1 ribosome, and that is 70s ribosome, that is similar to bacterial ribosome, right? So it also contains several kind of the enzymes required for the Krebs cycle, to run the Krebs cycle. It also contains coenzymes like NAD, FAD, CoA, etc. It also contains small granules. These granules are made up of calcium as well as phosphate granules. It also contains the messenger RNA, transfer tRNA, rRNA that are involve the protein synthesis. So mitochondria also prepare the protein, also perform the task like a cell, also do the task like a protein synthesis. So mitochondria also called as a semi autonomous organelles, right? It produce ATP mainly. ATP is our currency of the cell. So whatever we are going to eat, that convert in complex to simplest glucose, that glucose converted into the energy source, and that energy source called as the ATP, and that are the currency of the cell. So mitochondria also called as the powerhouse of the cell. It provide the energy, right, for the cell. It also involves in the metabolism. It involves the breakdown of the various nutrients. So this is whole story about the mitochondria. Now let's move to the chloroplast. Chloroplast is present into the plant cell, not present into the animal cell. And this is the main site for the photosynthesis. That's why plant make their own food, and we are called as a photosynthetic organism, or we can say that autotrophs. So this due to these organelles, the plant can make their own food. This structure also contain double layer structure. This is outer membrane, inside inner membrane, and inside the cytoplasma like a structure, a fluid like structure that is called as a stroma. Right? It contains the granum. This coin shape sac are present. This is granum. Thylakoid. This is the coin. We are called as a this are called as a site of light dependent reaction. This is the whole stack is known as thylakoid granum, and between that structure there is a one stroma lamella, that channel connecting grana. So what is the function of the chloroplast? So chloroplast capture the light energy. It convert carbon dioxide. It plant use the carbon dioxide as well as the water, and that convert into the glucose. That glucose is necessary for our cell survival, and the chloroplast it release the oxygen. Right. So this is the whole thing about the chloroplast. Let's talk about the cell wall. Cell membrane. So this is the cell wall structure. This is the wall structure of the cell, in which outer layer that is called as the cell wall. Cell wall only present into the plant, fungi and bacteria, but their composition is the different. In plant that is made up of cellulose, in fungi it is made up of chitin, while in case of peptidoglycan, cell wall is present into the bacteria. So what is the function of the cell wall? It provides the rigidity as well as protection. In bacteria it provides the shape too. So this is the cell wall structure. While in case of the cell membrane, both all structure, all type of cell contain the cell membrane. This is the we called as a selectively permeable structure. So when zoom it at the cell membrane structure, so you can see here lipid bilayer structure is present. First layer, second layer, integral protein is present, outer protein also are present. So these are the protein channels through which outside nutrients, whatever cell is required, it import into the cell as well as export to the out of the cell. So these whole things happen due to this protein channel. And in between there is a cholesterol is also present. So we can say their cell membrane is a selectively permeable membrane. If required some ions are required, then it export. If not required, that it flux out the cell. So we can say that it not allowed to pass into the cell through the cell membrane. So we called as a selectively permeable control movement of the various substances. While we look at this picture of the cell wall of the this section, the cell wall, it this is the plant cell wall. So we already discussed plant cell wall made up of the cellulose. This is cellulose fiber in which pectin are present. It provides a structural support. So in exam point of view, which structure provide rigidity and protection to the cell? So answers is your cell wall. Let's move to the next organelles, that is centrosome and centrioles. Their main role is role in cell division. Centrosome and centrioles are mainly present into the animal cell. Centrosome is the main, this is structure of the centrosome, the main microtubule organizing center of the cell. It contain the pair of centrioles surrounded by pericentriolar material. So this is the centriole. So we can say that the two pair of centriole that make the centrosome structure. So what is the function of the centrosome? It formation of spindle fiber during the cell division, like that it form the spindle fiber. So when it divide, it duplicate during the interphase, during the cell division cycle. And what is the composition of the centriole? So centriole we called as a subcellular structure. It is the one part of the centrosome. It pair of centrosome make up the single centrosome. And this is cylindrical structure, barrel shape, and it made up of microtubule triplet. This is microtubule triplet. Total 9 microtubule triplet are present. It work as a pair at a right angle and duplicate before the cell division. So this is the whole thing about centrosome. Centrosome and centriole only present into the animal cell, not present into the plant cell. That you have to remember. Now let's talk about the cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is a dynamic network-like structure. You can see here, this is the cytoskeleton network. It is made up of protein filament that provides structure, support, and movement to the cell. Right. So cytoskeleton that is made up of three kind of structure composition: microtubule, microfilament, and intermediate filament. This is the components of the cytoskeleton. Three kind of cytoskeleton are present. What is the role? We already discussed. It provides structure. It provides the structure, shape, support, and movement. So cell can move due to this cytoskeleton, right? And this composition is filamentous like structure is present. So it is works like a cell skeleton. So this is whole thing about the cytoskeleton. Cytoplasma is a not a organelles, but it is a whole organelles present into the, we can say, cytoplasm. So let's discuss about cytoplasma. Cytoplasma, this is a structure in which jelly-like structure, that is the cytoplasma inside the cell membrane. Throughout the inside the cell, there is a cytoplasma are occupied, in which several organelles are present. So this is jelly-like substance inside the cell which that fill the space between the cell membrane and nucleus. What is the function? Which component are present into the cytoplasma? So we can say we all discuss organelles which are present into the cytoplasma, like mitochondria, chloroplast, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, peroxisome, glyoxysome, right? So all organelles are present into the cytoplasma. What is the function of this structure? So it provides the medium for biochemical reaction, support and suspend different organelles in it. It help in transport of molecule within the cell. It maintain turgor and hydration, store nutrient and other substances. So this is the whole things about the cytoplasm. So this is the whole what today's top discussion topic, how we remember all the organelles. So already we give the this trick: naughty rabbit eat green mangoes, chew leaves, visit cool parks, carry many walnuts. So this is the whole story about the cell organelles together, episode number 4 and episode number 5. So this is the today's lectures MCQ, in which you have to give me the answer in the comment box, which organelles known as powerhouse of the cell. These all the total 10 question already discussed into the episode number 4. In episode 5 we continue from question number 11 to question number 20. In challenging question, which organelles is involved in both its own DNA replication and ATP production? So you have to give me the answer, right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this episode. Like, if you like this episode, then like it, share it, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon. Thank you very much.